Okay, hi Melvin, it's Dr. Buford. I'm here with Mitzi and the rest of the shoulder team. We're just getting started on the left shoulder. We're looking in from the back to the front. Everything that you see is magnified 30 or 40 times on the screen. We examined your shoulder before we started, and we were a little bit surprised to find that you had some significant instability to the front. The shoulder would dislocate to the front, which is a little bit surprising. And then as we look in here, we can see some of the injury. This is the biceps injury. Here's the biceps anchor. It's frayed and torn. We'll just smooth this out a little bit right now so we can see a little bit better. Okay, and then this tearing here is from the rotator cuff tendon, which is also what we expected to find. So there's a torn biceps, and then just to the left of that, the rotator cuff's torn. So we'll put a stitch in the biceps, but basically we're going to be releasing it because you can see how beat up and torn it is. As we look down the front of the shoulder, it doesn't look that bad. But again, we can't really ignore what we found when we examined you. This is the back of the shoulder. The back here looks good. Gives you an idea of how the humeral head's sitting there. There's the socket. Okay, so we're going to take a rasp. Okay, and we will just gently roughen up the capsule here in the front. We're going to put a mattress stitch here and see if we can't tighten this interglenohumeral ligament a little bit. Pause, please. Okay, so we're just waiting to get the instrument that we need for the reconstruction in the front of the shoulder. So what we're showing you now is a little spinal needle coming through the torn biceps. Take a grasper, and then we're going to load this in the suture. This biceps is a source of pain when it's torn like this. That's why we're going to have to release it here. So that's our first pass. And then we'll take that spinal needle and make a second pass through. See, a little bit lower. Again, this biceps is already pretty beat up, but if we can get it to not release and contract as far as it sometimes does, I think that may help you. So we're going to go ahead and feed a bunch of the relay in once again. There it is. So we can retrieve it over here, like that. Okay, so now we have a loop of that white suture going around the biceps. We'll take a pair of scissors and now cut and release the biceps. Okay, so now the biceps is out of the way. Where are we coming? So now we'll have a look down at the anterior part of the shoulder. We'll take our drill. We want to place a small little implant in just to make sure that this is going to be stable. Get it down right about here. Check and see how well that holds. It's pretty solid, pulling pretty hard there. Okay, and so now we're going to take our turn to the left hook. And then we're going to tighten this ligament right here. I'm going to do that by poking through just like that. Be a bunch of the relay in. I'm trying to do this with just one cannula. Pause, please. Okay, so we're just tying the suture now. And this is again the suture that's going to tighten that ligament in the front that'll hopefully provide a little stability, a little more stability to the shoulder. We're going to be fixing the rotator cuff, so I don't want to do too much. I don't want to make it tight, overly tight. But I just felt obligated to really adjust the instability based on your examination under anesthesia. So here we are, just finishing this half hitch. We'll do one more and then we'll cut the suture tails here. Okay. Okay, so that's gone now. We'll take our shaver, smooth out anything else inside the shoulder that we need to here. Did you already open it for you? Yeah. Okay, a little bit there. Go back a little bit. Alright, so we're going to finish up inside the joint in just a minute and get to work on the rotator cuff. You can see here the tear in the rotator cuff. Not a big tear. It's about a 90% tear from the articular side. And this instrument is called a punch, and what this does is it just makes a little starter hole in the bone, which you're going to do right about here. Just tap that down into the bone. And that gives us a little place to engage the tip of the screw. Let me give you the camera. Let me see here. So there's the screw coming down, as you see. Get that seated.
Got one before and it did
Okay, so we've got the screw down in the bone and we've got 3 sutures. We just spread them apart. So we're going to start with the blue and white one on the right, then we're going to use the white one and then the black and white. So we're going to tie them and pass them from right to left on the screen. So we're going to reach here, get this blue and white one coming out in the front. Okay, good. And now back here, we're going to take an instrument called the suture hook. And here's our needle. Pull back here and make a pass through the rotator cuff. And then if you look right in the middle of the screen, you're going to see the needle tip right there. So we'll feed the shuttle. Here. And then outside your shoulder, we're going to load it with that blue and white suture. And then when I pull back, we'll show you how that's going to bring that back through. So there it goes. And then on the right side, you'll see it come out through the cannula in the back there. So that was good. So now we'll reach in with the crochet hook and we'll get the partner blue and white striped suture like that. And then just to save ourselves a little bit of time, we'll also reach in from the back and I believe the white one was the next one. So we're going to take out the white suture right here. And then out the front, we're going to take the white suture this way. Okay? So now we'll take another suture hook. This is what we call a turn to the left hook. Here it is right here. And we will grab the rotator cuff, reduce it like that. We want it to sit basically just like that, so we'll take a stitch down through like that. Okay, pause. Okay, we're just tying actually the second suture. We've already tied the first one on the right, or to the right of this white suture. You've still got that black and white suture off to the left that you see. We'll cut these suture tails here. So, in here from the right side of the screen and we'll grab the black and white suture right here. You can see how that hole has been covered up nicely and hopefully securely. Sure, some more in a minute, possibly. Okay, we're all done here. We put in 1 anchor to fix the cup. We tied the biceps sutures. We did a bit of a decompression at the top. I do want to, let me see, bring the next one. I may need the light light in a second. So we're just looking over here. I just want to see if I can feel the clavicle. think are okay. I don't feel anything on top of the cup way over here. So we're going to finish up here and get you back to the recovery room. Good luck to you now. Bye-bye.